Hey, Mom. How are you? You have a bit of time? I'm contacting you just so you know. You might like to know. I'm going to get married soon. We have no plans to go on any kind of honeymoon, at least for now. Just a simple wedding, and that's it. We're just going to have an intimate dinner with close friends, and I'm sorry to say, it won't include you or my brother. I'll continue to send money to you, as I said I would, but I want you to know, I don't ever plan to return home. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. That's all I was contacting you about. Nothing more to add, so talk to you again. See ya, Mom.
Hold on 1 second, Pam! Are you kidding me? I haven't heard from you in years, and suddenly here you are telling me you're getting married and you're not inviting us? And what's this about getting married? You can't just go off and get married. Who the hell gave you permission to do that? I don't recall ever allowing you to get married, for God's sake.
I'm sorry, Mom, but I don't need your permission to get married. That's my prerogative. I marry when I want to. You have no say in it. Please, just stay out of this. This does not concern you. What do you care if I get married or not?
Am I hearing you right? You're my daughter. I cannot allow you to get married without my permission. I will decide the time and place. And who is this guy anyway? Some loser you recently picked up? You are not marrying this guy.
What the hell is wrong with you, Mom? You never cared for me. You left me to fend for myself for all these years. Why all the sudden concern? Would you just stay out of it and let me go on with my life?
Don't you dare talk back to me. I will not allow you to get married or have this silly dinner of yours and no future honeymoon. I demand that you break up with this loser guy you picked up and do it ASAP. Cut this guy clean out of your life. You'll thank me for it someday.
Oh boy, what did I get myself into? What was I thinking? I never should have contacted you and just gotten married, and that would have been the end of it.
How dare you say that? How could you not tell your mother? Have you forgotten that I raised you? All the years that I devoted my life to you?
Devoted your life to me? Did I hear you right? Don't make me laugh, Mom. The only person you devoted your life to was Brad. Your perfect son was the only person important to you. Maybe not so perfect. He's still unemployed and living at home, isn't he? You certainly raised him right. You keep referring to me as your daughter, but am I really? To me, it just seems like Brad is your only child. I used to come home from school and there would only be enough supper for Brad and nothing for me. You'd always tell me to get by on my own. Paddle your own canoe is what you always used to say. You never prepared anything for me. I had to wash my own clothes for school. The books I needed, I bought with the money I made with my part-time job. Did you ever once celebrate my birthday or my graduation? It was always an afterthought. You treated me with disdain all these years. And now you're acting like some caring mother? Please spare me.
Acting like a caring mother? I am your mother. That's a fact. I only treated you that way to build your character so that you can stand on your own. You should be thanking me. Do you think I enjoyed it? I did it out of love. I'm disappointed in you, Pam. How could you think that about your mother? Come on, Mom, don't give me that baloney story. You always favored Brad. You'd cook and clean for him. You were stuck to him like glue. Whether it was Christmas, a birthday, Halloween, or any other event, you always had a present ready for him. He was spoon-fed when he was a baby, and he's spoon-fed now. You know what, Mom? I never once received clothes from you. Ever. It was always Dad and Grandma that looked after me, that bought me what I needed for school. You're always bringing up stuff from the past. Would you please stop with the belly aching? You've always had this sharp-tongued attitude ever since you were a child. Sharp-tongued attitude? Me? No way. It's your attitude that was the problem. Why do you think I left home when I was only still in junior high? And wasn't it about the same time that Dad left you? Please, don't compare me to him. How could you say that, Pam? We kinda got sidetracked, it seems. Mom, just butt out, would you? I don't want you meddling in my affairs. I will continue to call you Mom just out of habit, but know this. I never once thought of you as my mother. You didn't earn that respect from me. I don't care what you think. I don't need your permission to get married. End of story. I will keep saying this, but I will not permit you to get married. This loser is not for you. Cut him out of your life or you'll regret it. Why are you so against me marrying the guy I love? You sound like you have someone else ready. Is that what you're suggesting? You're not as dumb as I thought. Yes, there is someone I have ready for you. I took the initiative of selecting your new husband. I have it all arranged with Dennis Manning. He's your new husband. I have already arranged for a meeting with him and his family. When can you get down here? Hold on one second, Mom. Back in a bit. Are you telling me you want me to marry Dennis Manning? The Mannings that own all that property near you? The big property owner? You want me to marry Dennis? That fat, hairy slob? The guy who always has something nasty to say? You must be joking. That's right, that Dennis. I'm surprised you remember. I ran into him the other day and he mentioned that he was thinking of getting married. His wife passed away 5 years ago and he was worried he would have to manage all that property alone. That's when I suggested that he marry you. And I have to say, he wasn't all that turned off by the suggestion. Lucky you, huh? So I immediately arranged for a meeting downtown. Dennis is all in and ready. When can you be here? That's why this marriage of yours is not going to happen. You're out of your mind, Mother. I wish you wouldn't make plans for me like that. What gives you the right to manipulate my life? There is no way that I'm marrying that fat slob. Have you totally lost it? Are you serious? This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. He owns all that property. You're set for life. We won't ever have to worry about money again. Think about it, Pam. You marry him, and after a few years, he passes, and all that property will be ours. How could you pass that up? Your brother finally got a job last month, but having that much property, we'll be set. I mean, really, Pam, how could you fail to take advantage of that? You don't care doodly squat about me. It's all about the money, isn't it? This whole thing only benefits you and Brad, as it is with everything else. This has nothing whatsoever to do with me. It doesn't matter whether I'm happy or not. I'm sorry, Mother, but you're not going to get your way this time, or ever again, for that matter. I have zero intention of returning home or quitting my job. And I have zero aspiration of marrying that person. What are you, Pam? Still 5 years old? This is your future we're talking about. The road to happiness for any woman is to marry a rich guy and become a housewife. But most of all, it's to be a good daughter and show loyalty to her mother. That's why I'm telling you to marry this man. He may be over 50 and twice your age, but think of the rewards it will bring. I think you need to be institutionalized. Do you really think I would marry a fat 50-year-old slob for you and Brad? And no doubt this is about you guys. I don't figure in this little scheme of yours. No, Mom, I'm going to pass on this. I've really had enough of this. I can't listen to any more of this nonsense. Don't ever contact me again. Do you hear me?
Hey, Pam, now why do you have to go and do that? Mom is super pissed. You always seem to piss her off royally. Why be so stubborn? I really wish you would cut the crap.
Huh? Pardon me, what's this got to do with you?
It's got everything to do with me. What are you talking about? After that line conversation with you, she really fell into a depression. She was so hysterical, she didn't even make me dinner last night. I had to pop down to McDonald's for some chicken nuggets. I just returned from drinking with my buddies and was hoping for some of Mom's beef stew. She just went on and on about you. She didn't stop harping on it till well after midnight. Just apologize to her. Give her a call or send her a text or something, would ya? She won't stop making an issue of it.
Wait, you want me to apologize? Are you kidding me? Why would I do that? She's the one that ignored my feelings and went ahead and arranged this kooky marriage with that old Manning guy. The guy's like my father, for God's sake, and she wants me to marry the guy? She's nuts. This is all about the guy's property and money, period. She has no interest in me.
She's just so worried about you. You're not all that pretty and you don't really have any skills to write home about. She's worried for you. Stop being so stubborn and just say thank you and accept a proposal. That's all you have to do. Why be so pig-headed? Why do you always have to go out of your way to make Mom cry, for Pete's sake?
Don't give me this big long lecture, Brad. Who the hell do you think you are? You have no right lecturing me. After all, who sent money every month so that you could live comfortably all these years?
I wasn't living comfortably. I was looking for a job. It was just bad timing. The job market was a mess back then. You do realize I went to graduate school, right? I could get any job if I really wanted. And just so you know, I had a whole slew of offers, but I turned them down. I was overqualified for those positions.
Oh yeah, I bet they were banging your door down, I'm sure. I remember you got that one job at the PC shop, but quit after a month. Said you needed time to study or some such nonsense.
Keep ranting and raving, Pam. That's all you're good at. Anyways, I already got a new job. Didn't Mom tell you? It's not a big company, but they are growing and business is good. When my application goes through the final step and I get to work, it will grow expeditiously. That's for certain. Not something you, a high school dropout, can say. I'll double your salary within the year.
Oh, big talk, huh? Just don't quit in a month. Good luck.
Anyway, we're straying off point. Just text or call Mom and apologize. And tell her you'll accept her offer of marriage. This could set you up for life, Pam. I would give it a serious thought. This kind of chance doesn't come every day. I suggest you take it.
Like I told Mom, I already decided who to marry, and it's not Dennis Manning. I'm engaged, and that's the only person I want to marry. That's final. I will never meet or marry Mr. Manning. Maybe Mom should marry him, huh?
I'm telling you, Pam, you're going to regret marrying this loser. You'll be back begging Mom to arrange a meeting. It may be too late by then. An ugly little high school dropout like you would just get dumped eventually. I would take this offer if I were you, Pam. You'd be set for life if you marry this rich dude. Mark my words. It would make Mom super happy. What more is there?
You have no idea what kind of a person my fiancé is, and I wish you would stop making my life decisions for me. I couldn't care less what you guys say. You will not manipulate my life. I marry who I choose, nobody else.
This is getting nowhere, for God's sakes. Nobody wants to hear your pea-brain excuses, Pam. Just do as you're told, would ya? You really have the nerve disobeying us after all we've done for you? You marry this guy, and all you'll end up doing is staying at home to cook and clean while he goes chasing girls.
This is the thanks I get for sending you guys money all these years? Where's the gratitude for that?
Sending us money? You mean the peanuts you were sending us? That? We didn't even need that. That was just pocket change. That's all you can do, Pam. Work your butt off and send us a few pennies each month. What are you good for? You should be grateful to us. We're giving you an opportunity to redeem yourself. A chance to live a comfortable life. No longer will you have to work all day and bring home pennies. All you need to do is bow your head and be the obedient little sister and daughter.
All right. I see where you're coming from. Okay. Have it your way.
Have I finally gotten through to that thick head of yours? You're so dense, I never thought it possible. All right, then. Let's get this marriage on the road, then.
Wait a sec, Brad. I wasn't agreeing on the marriage. What I was acknowledging was the fact that cockroaches like you have to be eradicated.
Cockroaches? You're going to regret that remark, Pam.
Yeah, whatever. So, the monthly payments? You didn't need it at all? Just mere pennies, huh? Okay. That means your new job at that firm? Forget it ever happened.
Excuse me? What do you mean by that? What's this have to do with my job?
Everything, actually. I'm so sorry about this. I know you were looking forward to working at that firm. I'll contact them and rescind the application. Say you found another job or something. Good luck trying to find another job. I hear the job market is super tough now. But you went to graduate school, so I'm sure you'll manage.
Pam, I have no friggin' idea what you're talking about. You have nothing to do with this new job I got.
That's where you're mistaken, Brad.
The hell are you talking about?
That company you applied to? I own that company.
Hold it a second, what?
As you probably remember, I left home right after dropping out of high school. You probably thought I just started working, but actually, I went on to finish high school through night classes and online, and I also managed to graduate from college. I paid for everything through a scholarship and a part-time job. Plus, Dad helped me out quite a bit too.
This is the first I'm hearing of any of this.
That company you applied to? I set up that company while still in college. After graduating, it really took off and still growing. I accepted your application because, well, call it helping a relative. I really don't know what I was thinking. I figured I had a duty to my brother, but I guess I was delusional. I was going to cut all financial assistance to you guys after getting married, but I couldn't just let my brother be unemployed. Figured you guys needed some income, not the pennies I was sending. So I asked HR to accept your application. I established another company, so I'll be tied up over there for a while. And I was going to sell the company after a year. Figured we would never meet and you probably wouldn't find out I owned the company. But turns out my plans were all for naught. I'm going to have to call HR and rescind your application.
Hold it a second. Is this some kind of sick joke? What are you trying to pull here, Pam? None of this makes any sense. How could you own a company, for Pete's sake? That makes you the CEO of that company? Now that's a riot.
You know what, Brad? I don't give a darn if you believe me or not. I'll contact you about the cancellation of the job application in a few days. What reason should I give? That you insulted the company CEO or something like that? What do you think? Oh yeah, I was contemplating sending you guys money for a couple more years if necessary, but the end of this month will be the final payment, just so you're aware. Oh, and for your information, I was paying all your utilities like gas and electricity. That's not my responsibility anymore, so you guys handle it from now on, okay? I have the means, of course, but I couldn't be bothered with handling all expenses for you guys. I'm really sorry about all this. I tried. I really did. You're the one with all the brains in the family, right? Good college and graduate school. You'll figure something out, I'm sure.
Hold it a sec, Pam. Not so fast. You can't just cancel my application or cut all support to us. Are you serious? How are we supposed to live? Tell me that.
That's your job, Brad, not mine. You're the eldest. I only have the skill to cook and keep house, right? Oh my, I don't know what I should do, Brad. Please help me.
This is not a joke, Pam. Are you going to abandon us? Leave us to fend for ourselves?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. You guys never had any love for me. You didn't care if I lived or died, to be frank. So why shouldn't I abandon you, right? All right, let's cut this short, shall we? I have to head over to HR and get this done. Goodbye, Brad. Have a nice life, and good luck. Pam, pick up, would you? Pam! What's this about stopping payment? And about Brad's new job? What's with that? What's going on? Oh, that was pretty fast. So you heard it all from Brad then? I'm sure he explained everything in detail. It's as he explained it. I'm fed up with your self-centered ways. I tried to accommodate you, but it just didn't work out. I've decided to cut all family ties with you guys, but to be honest, there really were no real ties to cut to begin with. And with that, I do not plan to continue further support to you and Brad. After all, you're no longer family. Why send money to total strangers, right? As for Brad's job application, I pulled some strings to get him in, but now that's ancient history. That's the gist of it, Mom. Satisfied? Hold it 1 second, Pam. You're not getting away with this. I will not allow you to do such a thing. I demand that you pay the support money and get Brad's application back on track again. Like I said, I have no intention of getting your permission for anything. You're not my boss, you're not my mother, you're nothing to me. I hope you have fun living there with no electricity or gas. But then again, you get to live there with your favorite unemployed son. Good luck with that. I don't care what you do going forward. Sell the house or whatever. I have no intention of getting involved. Figure it out yourselves. Please, Pam, hold it a second, please. Let's talk this over. Please, don't cut me off. I apologize. It was all my fault. Please, forgive me. Please, Mother? I know you don't mean that. When was the last time you ever apologized? No need to put on this big act. I know you, Mom. You're a phony. It's no act, I assure you. So please. I apologize for all I said. You don't have to marry this Dennis guy, so please, let's talk. I'm truly sorry. I mean it. I really hope you'll forgive me, Pam. Please, I mean it. From the bottom of my heart. I'll do anything you ask. Please don't abandon me. Help your mother out, for God's sake. I don't think of you as my mother. You never did anything for me that a real mother would do. You're the one that abandoned me years ago. Please, Pam, don't say that. I doubt we'll ever meet again. I wish you guys the best. Good luck. After that conversation, I immediately deleted their addresses. I also changed my phone and number so they would never contact me again. I was also paying their smartphone bills too, so I terminated those. I also got rid of the bank account I had set up for them to receive monthly funds. As for my marriage, that went without a hitch, and we moved into our new home a few days ago. I'm sure my mom and Brad are in a panic right about now. Their smartphones are no longer working and their bank account has been depleted. And soon the lights will go out in their home. But can you really feel pity for them after how they treated me? With all that befalling them, Brad's non-existent job, the useless smartphones, the empty bank account, and the utility bills, they came to my company begging me for help. Of course, I was not there, but because of the commotion they caused, the police were eventually called. But before they arrived, they realized their predicament and took off with their tails between their legs. Last I heard, they were blaming each other for the dire situation that they got themselves in. I can't understand why they don't pull up their bootstraps and start working. After a couple of months, we finally settled down and had a nice wedding celebration at a nearby restaurant. My father, my grandmother, and a number of close friends were in attendance. My needs are very simple, and I'm totally happy with that. I should have cut ties with them a long time ago.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.